Hey everybody, One of Wisdom here. It is Saturday night, 3:14 a.m. Guess it's technically Sunday morning, May 19th. Pretty busy. Earlier today, I recorded 3 new videos: the round 5 results, round 6 matches and castaways versus Newlanders, then the complete collection of these sidekicks. Then later tonight, I actually added quite a few pictures to the blog. What we're gonna do now, I'm hoping I don't drop frames. This is obviously a new recording session, but it was this screen right here that seemed to be the culprit. I have no idea why. There's absolutely nothing going on aside from that Lumineer effect. But if you recall, one of the things happened earlier this week was picked up Skylanders Battlegrounds from GameStop. That, of course, netted the sidekicks. More importantly, though, picked up Royal Double Trouble. If you recall from Skylander Spiral's Adventure, I'm actually a pretty big Double Trouble fan. Really like him. Box stock, he can just do incredible things, in my opinion, with the Eldritch Beam. But what I'm going to do, I've actually got Series 2 Double Trouble on the portal. I just checked, made sure he's only done 2 heroics. Made sure what they were. I'll have his baseline stats this way for you. But there he is. We've used him some. He's got the graduation hat. Like you see, I think I've got that on Pop Fizz as well. But we're actually going to pull him, and I'm going to introduce Series 2 Royal Double Trouble. Should come up as special, if I'm thinking correctly.
Boom,
yeah, Series 2 Royal Double Trouble. He starts out, he looks awesome. Really sinister in the game, at least from that vantage point. This is kind of that funky camera angle I get sometimes. But it begins with 250 health, level 1, nothing. It's not like the glow-in-the-darks or, you know, the chase variants that come level 5 and some cash or anything. Let's go ahead and get down to business here.
Booga booga, oh yeah!
Alright, he looks really good there, in my opinion. The face mask there almost looks like a indigo blue, kind of like a lighter than navy color. Of course, you know, his backside and everything still kind of got that royal purple color. But what we're gonna do, sounded like it was dropping frames, but it isn't. I'm real paranoid about that now. We're gonna take a look at stats. Alright, max health 250, elemental powers 53, those are baselines there. Elemental power, of course, we've got the magic element characters. Let's see here. Series 2 is 35 on speed, he is 35 on speed. Armor 18, critical hit 50, so actually has identical stats. I had been told by a few people he actually had different stats. If their Royal Double Trouble did, mine does not, you know, for whatever that's worth. Series 2 had 39 on the speed, but I'd done a heroic challenge. The Arachnid Anti-Chamber, and then whatever, I don't know why I did that and not Drill Bots, but the other one, his personal heroic challenge, you know, was +5 critical hit. That would take him from 55 to 50 matches here. But these are his numbers. Fairly solid, I mean, you know, given what he is. Gonna come in, we'll just skim this. You kind of know it from when we introduced, you know, regular. But base power is Eldritch Beam. Press and hold A to fire a beam of energy that locks onto targets. Secondary power, right out of the box, is Conjure Exploding Double. Summon a mindless double that seeks enemies and explodes. His first purchased upgrade is the Arcane Eldritch Beam. Eldritch Beam attack does increased damage. Now we follow that one up with Conjure Unstable Double. Exploding doubles do increased damage. Next up is his tertiary power, Summon Magic Bomb. Press Z to summon a magic bomb. Then his final purchased upgrade addresses a secondary attack. Its advanced construct techniques have up to 3 exploding doubles active at any given time. Now you get to pick a path with him. The top path is what I did with Series 1 from SSA. Extended Eldritch Beam. The Eldritch Beam has longer range and does extra damage. Follow that up with Magical Cataclysm. The magic bombs do increased damage. And lastly, Magic Armageddon. Hold Z to fire off repeated magic bombs. I was extremely happy with this path last time around. What I plan to do for Series 2 Double Trouble is actually take him down this path. I think Conjurer, is actually what it was called. It's been a while. But Imbue Construct, not quite sure how to pronounce that. Shoot an exploding double and it increases in size and damage. Then rocket power doubles. Exploding doubles launch themselves at enemies and do extra damage. That actually sounds pretty cool. And then lastly, Spirit Construct. Exploding doubles form automatically when enemies are defeated, kind of a chain reaction type deal. My logic for taking regular Series 2 Double Trouble down that path is his repose. He's actually got the mini Double Trouble in the pose, kind of like Sonic Boom's type situation with her repose. So it makes sense to me. Then I will take Royal Double Trouble down whichever of the two paths I prefer. Me personally, I'm thinking it'll still be the top one. It could be the top one was Conjurer and the bottom was Summoner. I think that's actually how it goes. It's sad that I remember that. Been a while since I've even fathomed, upgrading, a regular Skylander. But anyway, his Soul Gem, it's called Water Walker. If you recall, I thought it was just incredibly awesome last time. I'm not sure why. I guess just because he's magic and he could, go across the water. I've noticed in Giants, I thought about this the other night, there's a lot more water and utilized water in Spyro's adventure. If you recall, some of the special items and treasure chests, you actually literally had to have a water element or something that could fly or this type of deal to access regions, and hadn't really been the case in Giants too often, aside from the gates. But I'm just talking about the beginning of a level type deal. The Gilman levels come to mind. But then, most important thing for Series 2 Double Trouble is going to be his Wow Pow. This one, fittingly enough, is Triple Trouble. The Eldritch Beam splits off into 3 separate beams when it locks on an enemy. This sounds really interesting. I don't quite understand if they mean I hit a troll and then it bounces in 3 directions and hits subsequent enemies. This image is kind of a little misleading. Maybe you lock on and then it can chain react an additional 2 or something. We'll kind of have to play with that, but it does sound really cool. So those are his upgrades since we can. I don't think it'll take me too long in his heroic since I know it like the back of my hand. And he is actually really good at his own challenge. We'll take a look at his quests. Obviously he's done nothing. The 5 basic ones. Monster Masher, defeat 1,000 enemies. Battle Champ, win 10 PvP. Chowhound, eat 50 pieces of food. Complete a challenge level without taking any damage. We've got Arena Artist, complete an arena without taking any damage. Then we've got Elementalist, cause 7,500 elemental bonus damage. That's magic specific, really everyone though. Puzzle Power, defeat 25 enemies with light puzzle beams. That's kind of the right place, the right time type deal. Certain areas of the game, that's a little easier to do than others. Warp Whomper, defeat 1 enemy within 10 seconds of using a teleporter. I've had real good luck with this in the heroic challenges, particularly I think Lightning Rods, Fight, Teleport, Fight, makes it real easy to pull off. Then the main one for Double Trouble, Big Bomb Trouble, defeat 10 enemies with 1 magic bomb attack. Again, that's probably going to be a deal you want to situate yourself by a chompy pod, maybe have some trolls around, and unleash the fury. So there's another real good look at him. I really like him based on that look there, kind of even more so than just in hand. In hand, when we opened up Battlegrounds, I said his mask, once it was out of the package, it kind of looked like a darker blue more than a purple. I That's actually what I'd say here too. It's almost like a royal blue, and then the purple, you know, kind of ties in with this skin change from blue to purple. But nonetheless, he looks awesome, and I know him pretty well. So we're gonna come over here. We'll actually go ahead and do his personal heroic challenge.
Now that you took out Chaos, are you ready to really test yourself with these challenges? I've heard it's possible to beat.
I didn't skip that already. The computer was going to sleep. So, side note, I am actually considering using Royal Double Trouble as like my heroic challenge guinea pig. You know, the one that'll go through box stock on everything. Makes me wonder if I shouldn't just record them all. However, we'll go ahead and do his personal one. You break it, you buy it. This is one that I recommend you do with any Skylander immediately when they're box stock. It's one of the few that actually is better suited to being box stock, unless it's a crazy power and like their tertiary is more precise. Basically 99% of the time you want to knock this and robots out. They're the two challenges, really, in my opinion, that become insanely hard to do with certain characters when they're upgraded. And you know, it's not an end-all be-all type situation, but if you want to take a character, fully upgrade them, you know, take them through all the heroics, it becomes quite a problem when you shatter all the vases or paintings when you're just simply trying to hit a troll. Most box stock Skylanders isn't too bad. There's just some that are slow and makes it a little more difficult. Similarly, there's some even box stock that have a hard time because the radius of their attacks breaks the vases. The good news is Double Trouble, I mean, he can whip this thing out really easy. Basically just need your primary attack. So +5 critical hit. Again, warning, this is tough. You want to take the trolls, not the paintings. Also, don't hit Callie's vases. Again, if she would just kind of keep those vases in storage or something, it would make our lives much easier. A lot of people have trouble with zaps. I'd try to do it beforehand too, but
these ugly
it's not
trolls
near
have
as,
stolen our most
near as
valuable
tough
works
as
of
in my
art.
opinion.
Admittedly, they're pretty weird works of art, but you must take out all the troll guards, and whatever you do, don't hit any of the paintings. Frankly, I'd stay away from the vases too, but definitely not the paintings.
3, 2, 1.
So he is, I mean, he's not super fast. I'm used to like upgraded Skylanders now, but I mean, where Crusher, you know, is like a nightmare, and his own heroic challenge is like the least, you know, equipped to handle it. Double Trouble, I would have to say, is probably the best equipped to handle this challenge. The Eldritch Beam works perfectly. You can usually go through and not break a base. He does a lot of damage with it. Box stock, takes out the trolls. Very precise. It locks on. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I like him so well. I think it was, what was it, Dragon's Peak last time? I mean, I took him basically unupgraded box stock, and he just decimated everything. We did break that one vase there, but, you know, really nothing major. I mean, there's some characters that you make an attack up there, and they like break all three and possibly the painting. So, you do want to be careful here. That's probably the easiest painting to break. There's a troll that hides right there. The Giants, when you get, that's actually 90 seconds of bonus time in there. That makes this extremely easy. The only issue is so many of them. Okay, that's the other
You want to
thing.
destroy trolls, not paintings. Damage one more painting, and you will fail this challenge.
He leveled up insanely fast. I don't know how he did that, actually. I mean, you saw him, he was box stock. And he just...
1 minute remaining.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone level up that fast. I mean, we literally just put him on the portal of power. And he is... You know, I think maybe that's what... I don't know what that was about, but... a while back, I mean way back when these first came out, Daphne on Twitter actually mentioned to me that she thought her Royal Trouble upgraded fast. And I think I would have to agree.
1 more to go. 10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, he is. Wait, what? How did we miss a troll here?
Heroic
Yeah,
challenge
we're
failure.
screwed. I don't know where we missed one.
These
That
challenges
was
sure
an
aren't
odd
easy, are they?
experience there.
But give it another shot. You'll get there.
Okay, the freaky thing is, he is, I'd say, like 3/5 of the way to level 3, and this is the only thing I have done with the guy. I mean, you saw me pull up his stat screen right after we put him on and he was introduced for the first time. Very strange. You know? But like I said, Daphne did mention she thought that, you know, her double trouble, royal double trouble, when she first got him, upgraded faster. Oh, jeez. And I think I would agree there. But really, I mean, that's the one thing that can go wrong in this one, is if you upgrade. My A button actually hung up and wasn't still hung up. Well, I can't, that's a bad one. There's no chance for me to press A. Maybe that's what happened back on that part there towards the end, where he just kind of like shot off a crazy beam. Okay, we're about to level up again. If you can, you want to do that far away from everything. Good lord. Yeah, okay, his stats were box stock, but I have never had anyone level up this fast. I'm assuming they intended for that to happen, which is nice. It does make this problematic, but I mean, geez, if we fail this thing again, it'll end it at level 5.
You're halfway there.
I really don't know what troll we missed last time. I mean, we came back and got that guy. It's very odd.
1 minute remaining.
Could have left that one, but I mean, I felt like it bothered me. Okay, my A button's hanging out. He's right around that corner there where he hung up really bad the first time. He is almost halfway to level 4 now. I'm tempted to just let time run out and do this again. I mean, and they're not dealing, it's not like the trolls are putting out triple the XP.
10 seconds remaining. One more. Heroic challenge complete. Excellent job.
That might have cost us. Okay. He definitely levels up fast. That's the point to be taken from this one.
You did it! Now enjoy this reward.
I'm going to end my research there. It was very, very interesting. Basically, if this was regular Double Trouble who doesn't upgrade fast, he wouldn't have gone to level 2, we wouldn't have broke all those vases, we would have finished in time. That said, I mean, you can literally do like maybe 10 heroic challenges, granted the ones that involve enemies, and Royal would probably be level 10. I mean, in all honesty, I have not seen anything like that. You know, I mean, generally, you know, like if you take a box stock Skylander and go through all the heroics, you know, you'll be up pretty high. Depends, you know, if you repeat it or anything like that. But he just really upgraded there. You know, I'm tempted to go. I don't know. I guess I could pull out someone I don't have and play that, but I mean, I've never ever had that happen. And I do his challenge. I mean, I just said it before this. His and robots I do every time before I upgrade. The other night I took lightning rod through both of them because he'll be, you know, one of the first air element people I upgrade. and you know, Series 2 anyway, and he already had some in-game experience, and he did not level up, you know, at all. Very, very interesting here. I guess that's the perk to Royal Double Trouble. There's a computer going to sleep again. Pretty intrigued by that. But there he is. You know, here's a good look at him. Let me do. That's his box stock Eldritch Beam. You can turn around, just hold it down indefinitely. His eyes do neat things. Does very good damage. I think it was 10, but just the way it locks on. Very precise, very powerful. Oh wow, the minis are royal too. I guess that makes sense. I wasn't exactly expecting it, but again, here at the beginning you can just have one. But basically, you know, if there were enemies here, they'd walk up to them and blow up. Just kind of cool. That's Royal Double Trouble, and very, very, very intrigued by how in the heck he leveled up like that. But like I said, I remember it was back right when that came out. You know, nobody really knew at the time that GameStop was going to get Royal, and then like the night before, the day of, people started to kind of realize that, and everyone frantically ran out to buy it. But I remember, I think Daphne picked it up probably release day or right around there, and I think I do remember her saying that he seemed to upgrade faster. Stats were exactly the same. I mean, I double checked that with my Series 2 and everything, but I don't know if they just encoded that into him, you know, to upgrade it, you know, like 5 times the pace of everyone else or what. But he should be level 15 in no time. It's a shame they don't all level up that fast if you're trying to do that, but I know for a fact, I mean, I could go, I don't know where she is, but you know, I have that spare sprocket. I could throw her on and we could take her through that challenge, and then Droboss, which has a crud ton of enemies. I mean, you have to kill 55 of the green chompies, and then we could probably take her through Stump Smash and Terrafins that have tons of enemies, and I don't know if she'd even beat a level 2. And there he was. I mean, that early in the challenge, he hit, you know, level 2 and decimated some bases, and then we made it to level 3 when we had to reattempt it, in part because he leveled up unexpectedly insanely fast. So he didn't have, you know, the, you know, little extra speed or little extra armor type deal like you see with some of them, or the legendaries or anything, but he does level up insanely fast. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I've done those challenges enough times to know that that does not happen, you know. But I don't really know what to say. I'm tired. It's 3:37, but that was very odd. You know, I would be concerned about myself if I wasn't recording this, you know. But that's Royal Double Trouble. We got him introduced. I'm at the point now I can either start recording, you know, like Heroic Challenge, basically all of them with the same character. It might be a pain with Royal Double Trouble. I guess, granted, you know, he'd probably get level 15 and we wouldn't have that problem anymore. Considered him, Warnado. I think I didn't do many with Punch Pop Fizz, and then one of the Jet Vacs. Then I have a new Jet Vac now. I guess I could just do everything with him. But may make a blog poll. I don't know. I may make a video about it, see what people want. Bloggers kind of doing that deal where it like takes votes away and stuff. I'm hoping that gets resolved soon. But if you have any ideas, I mean, you can, I guess, don't post them on this video. I'll probably just make one or tweet it or something, go from there. Long story short, I did consider him, you know, as one of the ones I could do all the challenges with box stock. Then, see, past that, I'll either be recording that or I'll actually be coming in, and again I'll start with the Series 2 air elements and basically upgrade them. So may actually pull him, and like I said, lightning rod. I did double troubles and drobots the other night. I'll probably tonight, I'm not ready for bed really, not that tired. I'll probably pull Sonic Boom and Whirlwind, go ahead and take them through those 2 challenges. Haven't used either one much. They probably got some progress on them, but I'm going to carefully monitor in double troubles and see if they can magically go up, 3 levels, in no time at all, and just make sure things are what I'm thinking they are. But Royal Double Trouble looks awesome, particularly in game. This is one of those deals. I like him in hand, but in game I think he looks even better than in hand. I think that'll make sense to you. He seems to level up incredibly fast. The stats are the same as a Series 2 Double Trouble. But he is available. He's a GameStop exclusive, only available in the Battlegrounds starter pack. It's kind of like Gnarly T-Rex being bundled with the Wii. At least with this one, though, you don't have like as huge of a price point to pay. Makes him a little bit more attainable. But yeah, I'm gonna have some fun with him. And again, I think what I'll do, I'll probably go in and take Whirlwind, Sonic Boom, maybe some of the Earth Element through the base heroic challenges, and start collecting money, get people ready for upgrades. So questions, comments you can ask here on YouTube. For a much quicker response, I suggest you use the blog oneofwisdom.blogspot.com. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Again, thanks for watching. If you don't have Double Trouble and you need a character up to level 15 really fast for some reason, I would suggest you go get Royal Double Trouble, because that's the quickest I've ever seen a Skylander hit those levels. I mean, you see the XP that they deal, it's nothing crazy. It's not like we're going through the tough levels or something with crud tons of enemies. Just really, really interesting there. But I'll quit rambling about it. I'll go amuse myself with the air element stuff and take it from there. But like I said, thanks for watching, and we will catch you back for part 135 of our Skylanders Giants Blind playthrough.